Strike didn't know it
I
just
think it's
comes
the
with
Vanguard hand
strings.
cannons. I mean, no, the
Can I
Crystal
help
hand
you?
cannon's pretty good.
Why is the cat coming in my room?
I got a hand cannon, the
Let's find a
Palindrome.
Yeah, that one's pretty
Let's
good.
suck this deck. Oh my god.
Ew, the fucking Dead Orbit sniper rifle is fucking butt cheeks. It has like a million
Oh,
fucking...
I got rifled barrel
There's a
rangefinder.
million fire
Hot
rate
swap.
and-
God roll. Oh my. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today I wanted to give you my opinions, my review on the new Rise of Iron expansion. I know it's only been out a week, and Trials isn't even out yet, and Hard Mode Raid isn't even out yet, but I've been through the raid a few times. I've played all the PvP maps, played all the new strikes, and I've spent a ton of time in the Plagueland, so I just want to give you my review and sum up what this expansion is and how good I think it is so far. Let's start with the Peace Day Resistance, of course, the raid. How good is the raid? I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's a fun raid. It's very action-oriented, very simple mechanics, easy to understand, and easy to run through, especially if you're high enough level for it. Now, of course, the main problem, as is with most raids, they released it way, way too early. Not many people had a chance to even gear up for it, and the people who did gear up for it sprinted through every quest, every story mission, just to get ready as quickly as possible. So the problem with this is that on day one, all the people who are excited to try the raid are severely underleveled, and the chances of them getting all the way through are very low. Luckily, with the groups I was in, we were all 365 or higher. I think our highest guy was 369. After many hours of grinding and replacing people through LFG, we were able to finally get through, and it was a good time. We got a bunch of loot, went up a couple light levels, and it was all in good fun. But Bungie really needs to understand that there aren't a lot of opportunities to get loot, especially in this expansion. It feels more like year 1 than year 2. If you remember back in year 2, you could level up extremely quickly. Loot was very generous at the beginning, and especially at the end. You can hit 335 super quickly through so many different avenues. But when it comes to Rise of Iron, it feels like year 1. You're going up so slow. You're grinding the strike playlist over and over again for one light level drops that are barely higher than what you have. And for me, someone who has a lot of time to put into the game, someone who enjoys that grinding aspect, I like that. I really do, because I don't want to hit top light level in 2 days, or 1 day, as some people have already. That's just my opinion, though. Of course, there were some people who did hit 385 or 386 on day 1, and the way they did that, of course, was just grind Omnigul to 365, decrypt all their legendaries, and buy a bunch of packages. That works too, I guess. It kind of ruins it, but those people are able to slow down a little bit more and enjoy what's going on. But personally, that's just not how I would have gone about things. Next, let's talk about the new strikes. Now, in my opinion, I'm gonna make a video about why strikes are always going to be boring in the future. That's probably going to be tomorrow's video, to be honest. But why do I like the new strikes? Because they're new, I guess you could say. It's very simple. New strikes are always going to be a little bit more fun until they get old. But I do think Sepix does have some longevity to it. Because it is a shorter strike, they did shorten it a little bit. The room where you have to get through 3 waves of lasers, now it's only 2. The Devil Walker, of course, is always an easy, short fight. And the boss fight actually has a mechanic in it. The mechanic, of course, whenever you kill a Scorch Captain, he'll drop a cannon. If he drops a red cannon, then you hit Sepix with a red shield. If he drops a purple cannon, purple shield, etc. It's similar to a raid mechanic, but it's just something new. It's something to do. The thing about Destiny is that you spend so much of your time fighting waves of ads that when a mechanic actually pops up, people enjoy it. Or when any different variation of that pops up, people enjoy it. So, for example, Darkblade is a completely new environment. You're stuck in a dark room, this dark, brooding, giant boss trying to hit you from the dark. And that was really cool. That's why a lot of people consider Darkblade the best strike of year 2, because he had something to do. I personally really enjoyed the Echo Chamber strike, because of the aspect that you have to grab the relics and take them to different areas on the map. Now, of course, because I am a Titan, I just pick up the relics and skate through everything. I barely have to kill any enemies, at least until the last boss. So that's why I like that one. But still, any strike with a mechanic, in my opinion, is fun. Any strike that doesn't deviate from the classic kill 10 million enemies and then hit boss, that's, it gets boring killing enemies all the time. So mechanics, put more of them in the game, Bungie. We really enjoy them. It helps people get through. Even small little simple ones like Sepix, people will learn, people will pick up eventually, I promise. Don't doubt your customers, Bungie. Remember, we're the guys who figured out how to hit 385 on day 1. That's max light level. It's not even supposed to be able to go that high. So, what else is there? The new PvP maps, I just don't really care for them. Again, I'm trying not to complain about shotguns as much, but they're very shotgun oriented. I'll just leave it at that. There isn't much room for counterplay, especially with snipers, especially with primaries. You really have to make sure you have as much range back as possible because people are going to gank you from crazy ranges, especially the Stormcallers, especially the Titans, and slightly less the Hunters. And I think that's pretty much it. The story, the campaign was very short, very sweet. Overall, I'd give the campaign like a 6 out of 10. There was a story there, but again, I barely even know what Siva is, and I doubt many people do. But of course, for those of you who don't know, Destiny 2 was supposed to be released at the time of Rise of Iron, but they delayed it, and they gave us Rise of Iron instead, and Rise of Iron was made completely by the live team. So you know the small group of people that give us stuff like SRL, Crimson Days, and the Halloween event? It's by those guys there. So for that small group making an expansion of this size and this good, I want to give it an 8 out of 10. I want to be a little bit more generous because it was a small group. Now, overall, as a Destiny expansion, I'd give it a 6.5, but because it was a live team, I'm going to stick with an 8. Just for scale, I gave Taken King a 9.5, House of Wolves a 5, and Dark Below a 4. So there's your scale there. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'd really love to hear your opinions. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.